What's the difference between Tim Tebow and Sam Bradford? I don't know, but I can't wait for this joke. Playoff win? Yeah, 5-star, you fuck. Hey, 5-star, what's the difference between... Or no, what's the opposite of Christopher Reeves?
Damn.
You know this one, Wes?
She's
But
okay.
Christopher Walken?
She's fine.
Why would you laugh at that? You're a terrible person. My bad, Alexandria Daddario was in Percy Jackson, not Scott Pilgrim, yeah. He fucking turned his camera!
bad.
He turned his camera off to fucking laugh at it! I'd rather have a Cocoons watch party. Afterburn, shots fired at Platt. Platt not even responding to it. Isn't that where this knowledge needs to be? Yeah.
Does this Cocoon have like Ron Howard and Wilford Brimley diabetes, man?
Diabetes. Cocoon
Sounds
was
about
good.
right.
Second one was good. The movie freaked me out. We gotta have that. We're late. We gotta get running. You guys ready?
Oh, sure.
We should just have one of our. We should just have this. We should have like a setup where we have everyone, like 10 different Discord cameras and audios, and we could just discuss movies and pop culture. That'd be a good time. Well, if you guys are ready, let me take a big old fat swig of this beverage and then pull up my thing.
Yeah, pull up your thing.
Yeah.
Ready.
I guess it's better than pulling out his thing.
Is it?
All right, boys. Red leather, yellow leather. Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat.
Never said that. Red leather, yellow leather.
Three
Red
times
leather,
fast.
Yellow leather. Red. Fuck that. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow. Blah, 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 blah.
Who did toy boat? Was that you or Platt?
Me.
Do it again, 3
Toy
times.
Boat, toy boat, toy boat. What? You try it.
Toy boat? I can't do any of them. Toy boat, toy boat. Can't do it. Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat.
God damn.
I've been trying for
Okay.
fucking years. What's the thing
Toy
you
boat,
put? The
toy
thing
boat.
that takes your temperature? I'm not saying it because I can't say it.
Thermometer.
I can't say it. That's
Say
one of
it.
the thermometer.
No.
Thermometer.
I can
There
never
we go.
say
That's it.
Mitsubishi or Worcestershire.
Thermometer. Thermometer. I like to say thermometer. Thermometer.
Mm-mm.
Thermometer. Did I say it right?
No.
Thermometer.
There you go.
Fuck. All right, let's do it.
What about Brett Favre?
Favre.
In 5, 4, 3.
What is up, guys, and welcome to another episode of Ultimate Team Podcast, a weekly show where we track 3 players' vastly different Ultimate Team experiences, offering tips, insights. Why are you laughing? No, let's. If you've got something to share,
I
go ahead
read
and share it
chat.
for
I
the
gotta
rest of the
ignore
class.
chat. Cashew had a funny comment. I gotta ignore chat.
Okay, are we ready to resume learning, children?
We are. You want to start over all the way? We gotta start over.
What happened to the kitchen table? Yeah, where's all the wine? That was gone last week.
I am literally. I cannot reach chat now. I X'd it out. Okay, 5, 4.
I was so close. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Ultimate Team Podcast, a weekly show where we track 3 players' vastly different Ultimate Team experience. Did I screw it up? I mean, I did.
Well, you
now.
definitely did now.
Well, yeah.
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
Script.
Fuck it. We're doing it live.
Ultimate
Well,
Team
I get to drink another
Podcast.
beer.
Ultimate Team. I said podcast. Ultimate Team Experience, where we track 3 players' vastly different Ultimate Team experiences, offering insight and advice so that you can get the most out of your Ultimate Team experience. My name is West, and as always, I am joined by Platt and Swain. What's up, guys?
Yo.
Hello.
Hi. So before we get into, say, our weekly updates, I would like for you two to cover all the new stuff that has happened since our last show as far as content released for Ultimate Team. And then maybe after that, get into some of the things that we think are coming this or no, and think are coming this following week. So I'm going to let you all take that away.
All right. So since our last podcast, we got the introduction to the NFL 50 program. So that's going to be weekly, every Friday. The first week, they dropped 891 overall players. Going forward, it's going to be 391s every Friday. Pretty top end. I won't name all the cards. Everybody knows them, but they were pretty much the best at their position. Each of them were. And we had a little bit of a market crash because the very next day after NFL 50, we got a shiny new Mike Vick and a Deion Sanders. And the market crashed as much as it ever has since I've been playing MUT. It's about a 40% market crash.
Pretty surprised to see them come out
Very.
Like right after the 50.
I was pretty surprised. Yeah. I would have expected one of them without the other. But both of them was pretty spectacular. So that was Legends Saturday. Team of the week was just kind of okay. We got flashbacks yesterday, and there were a couple good ones, but overall just kind of average. And we're getting some more cards tomorrow. They already teased a Ryan Shazier for the NFL 50, and we'll get 2 others alongside him.
Yeah, I was very stunned to see both those guys. I mean, I would have been shocked seeing 2 big names like that in any previous Madden, let alone this Madden where we only get 2, where we used to get 3. That's crazy. I mean, those are 2 huge names. 50 was great. Not a lot of players that I was overly excited about because I'm running my theme team. I'm still doing the Cowbears. But there were some players out there that Reggie Bush especially, like, he's awesome. Calico, I think, is the best of the group. Calico is like a Moss Jr. I think the only thing Calico is missing is the name Randy Moss to be the card everybody wants. But yeah, I think they did a good job with it. I think we're past the we need content mode right now. They haven't had a big program, and I know that's something we'll get to later. But yeah, I mean, 50 was great and crazy weekend for Legends. I've never seen. Tomato had mentioned to me that he had never seen the market crash that hard in X amount of years. I don't remember what it was, but it was unheard of. I was really happy about the fact that I wasn't holding cards. It's very rare for me. Usually I hold cards like, I'm going to sell this card when it drops or when it goes back up. And right now, there's very few cards out there that I would be excited about holding on to. The market's just, I've never seen it like this before in my MUT experience.
I was super happy. I was super happy that I had those 3 million coins to buy all the cards after they dropped in price.
You know, it's funny. I was thinking if you just got on Madden last week, how do you get a good team? And the funny thing is that the odds were so good. Where I didn't write this down. We didn't even discuss the odds. The odds last week I have never seen like that. It reminded me of at some point last year when golden tickets, everybody was getting golden tickets. I think it was on the second release of fan appreciation packs or something. Everyone. Mm-hmm. I mean, I got to a point where I had to turn Twitter off at work because my watch usually lasts all day. My battery on my watch, it died at like 2:00 in the afternoon because Twitter was just going nuts, just ping, ping, just pull, LTD. But yeah, it was wild to see the market get to that point. I was thinking like, man, if you just got Madden, how would you get a team? Because you can't buy a bundle and sell it unless you get super lucky on a few cards. Man, it's just wild. I can't believe it. It feels like the market right now feels like Most Feared already came out, because that's typically Most Feared, and we'll bring this up a little bit later. Most Feared is usually when a lot of people go, all right, you know what, fuck it, I'm selling my entire team. I'm going to sell my entire team and get ready for Most Feared. That's usually when most people either make or break their team. They're starting to split off and decide this is the team I want, or this is the team I'm literally cashing out and I'm going to start all the way up from scratch is Most Feared, and we're way early for the market crash.
All right. I got to pull up my notes. I'm prepared.
You're good. We could just go right back into talking about most feared right now. Actually, so in
Yeah.
years past, and as far as I've been doing, as long as I've been doing MUT, we've always had MUT heroes. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and totally guess we get MUT heroes a week from tomorrow. That's my guess. The reason I guess that is I pull up a calendar right now. That will put us at the 9th of October. MUT Heroes is really a fun program. It's a really good after summer, right in the beginning of football season program. If you're doing a theme team, I think you get like an 81, 86, and an 89 or 91 or whatever it was. You usually get 2, if not 3 cards for your team. It's just a fun program. It's just that like kind of warm up to
comic book theme.
It's very comic book theme.
Yeah.
Heroes, villains, stuff like that. I don't think they have villains, but you get the idea. That if that puts us at the 9th of October, let's say we get a week or 2, maybe even just a week of MUT Heroes. I'm hoping we get most feared the 16th. Halloween's on a Saturday. As crazy as this is to actually say, it's Halloween's 4 weeks from Saturday. This Saturday, 4 weeks away from Halloween. So we're almost, it's just like what? So November's 4 weeks from Sunday. I literally keep looking at the calendar thinking I'm wrong on that. We're literally 4 weeks from this Sunday is November. So I think most feared 23rd, maybe the 16th, and I'm thinking MUT Heroes the 9th. I hope I'm right because I think everybody's looking forward to that program.
Okay. Flat, you got anything on that?
Yeah, I mean, I would agree with you. I think we're going to get some more team affinities. I kind of thought we were getting that tomorrow, but now they haven't said anything about it. Normally the night before we get some kind of teaser. So I don't know. I agree that if we're getting MUT Heroes, we're going to get them around when Swain said. So that would put it at the 9th, because I do believe also that most feared is coming on the 16th. So we're running out of Fridays to get new things. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really have any feeling on the MUT Heroes. I hope we get them because I think it's one of the most fun non-holiday promos that we get. They normally give us a long string of solos where you can get your choice of the top card. I think that's fantastic. It's a great way to just kind of build your team up. And the solos are normally fun. It's got a comic book, good versus bad kind of feeling to it. So I really like it. And then we'll run right into most feared. So I hope Swain's right. I really do. I think it'll kind of keep us going through the rest of this month. And then as long as they give us something towards the beginning or middle of November, that'll take us all the way through Thanksgiving. And then we're doing it all over again in December. I mean, this is MUT season. This is it.
It's funny because I genuinely, down in my core, I hated how little there was to do on this game and how little of content there is. EA and I bitched at him a couple weeks ago. I was negative. I was nasty. I am almost borderline required to push this positive play that they're pushing this year, and it's hard to do that. That being said, the last couple of weeks has been awesome. I love this new schedule they have. I would much rather get 2 cards or 3 cards every day or every other day than give me 25 at one time. It almost seems like when you get the big program all at once, everyone's jumping on it and the cards are going nuts, and then they're easily attainable. But then people figure out like, okay, well, I already have this, and then the card value just drops. And it's not even like a challenge. Amari Cooper just came out today. I need to get Amari Cooper for my team. I need him in my life. I should have bought him at 750,000 coins. I'm an idiot. I think he's at about 900,000 coins right now, and I just keep thinking I'm not going to spend that much. But it's really neat that we have, not to use the word neat, chat's going to love that. We get stuff on Monday. What drops on Monday? Remind my schedule.
So we don't get anything on Sunday. We don't get anything on Monday.
Tuesday drops.
Team of the week Tuesday.
Team of the week. Wednesday we get.
Wednesday is wild card Wednesday.
Which we get the veterans,
Thursday,
flashbacks, whatever. Mm-hmm.
Thursday limiteds, Friday NFL 50, Saturday legends.
I mean, that's jam packed. I'd rather have it at the end of the week than beginning of the week anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like if I worked at EA, I would literally tell them, if you want to drop a program, drop it on a Monday. If I really had my way, I'd drop it on a Sunday, but they're not going to do that ever. Drop it on a Monday, right? Because Friday, like for me, when I think of MUT and I think of a day of MUT, it's always Friday. Friday is always usually when programs drop. Friday's when we find out who the legends are. Now that we have MUT or the 50, it's even more fun. Just like last year, we had the MUT 10. Like Friday's that day, but like, damn, it's just, I have literally, my mind and content is just like, it's not a worry of mine. I know we're getting things. They're doing a really good job. They're doing a really good job of slowly releasing cards. It gives you time to think about who you want to get and how you want to get them. I know one thing they did too, that they had K1 Short. I think I'm saying his name right. He was an LTD in packs, and people were pulling packs left and right, nowhere to be found. They actually did make rights. So basically, Wes, you have people like Not Real Xerxes, who spent ungodly amount of money on the game. All the packs he bought, that LTD wasn't in the packs, so they did do a make right. So you got all those packs again. Numerous people across various platforms getting tons of packs today.
Yeah, I got a good morning Madden pack.
Yeah, I got the same thing. I was at work. So, I mean, kudos to EA, kudos to the team, what they're doing. I went back, and neither of you guys know this. I haven't told this to anybody. I went back and watched that stream probably about 10 times. I was really frustrated. I felt like, man, I love this game, and I've met really good people playing this game, and I enjoy playing this game, and I spent countless hours playing this game. I was really upset at how my view was on the game and how I expressed that on not only here, but on my Twitch streams and other things. And every time I went back, I was like, you know what? I'm right though. Like, I shouldn't feel bad about being honest about a game that's not performing the way it should. So if I'm going to give them shit when I feel like they deserve to get shit, I'm going to give them kudos. And right now, like, this game's fun, man. This game's fun. They've made the adjustments I feel like they need to make. Apparently, there's still DCs. I didn't see a lot of people that had them, but I did see a few friends of mine. That sucks. I've already made the point of saying that's the worst thing that can happen, is playing a full game and getting DC'd. But they've done minor adjustments on the game, and I feel good about it right now. Like, I'm excited about the fact we're getting into the holiday season, and this game's. I will say that this game was less than where I thought it should be 3 or 4 weeks ago, and right now I feel like it's exactly where it needs to be. It's not more than I think it should be. Right now it's exactly where it should be. It's like they're doing a really good job with this game. The gameplay's phenomenal. The change-ups things, I-form stretches kind of being an issue. I'm sure we'll figure that out as we go. Content fantastic, you know, a few little bugs, but they're working on it. Kudos to EA.
Well said. You know, we all gave EA shit when we weren't getting any programs or new cards. So you're absolutely on the money. You know, give them credit for releasing cards. We're getting new content 5 days out of the week. 2 or 3 of those days we're getting very top tier content. You know, Wednesdays we're getting really good cards. Fridays, obviously, the NFL 50. Those are fantastic cards, the best at their position. And Saturday, we're still getting legends. So, you know, give them credit. They're releasing content. I would still like some more programs, some long form solos, a gauntlet, a journey, a real actual promo that comes with new packs, new sets, and new solos to, you know, get some of those cards immediately. The NFL 50 program is great, but we're going to have to wait 6 more weeks, 5 more weeks to get one of those cards, which is fine. You know, they don't need to give us the best card in the game as soon as they drop. But I would like a program in which we can grind for a couple of days and then get our choice of one of the cards.
Gotcha. I do have a thing about the 50. There was some confusion on the sets, whether or not the cards that you use for. Well, Swain, you probably know what I'm asking about. Can you explain the problem there? Some confusion as to whether or not the cards that you use for the sets now are going to be the same.
Yeah, so Plaid will have some insight on this too. I had a shit ton of those cards. I was upgrading all my golds. Shocker alert! I spent way too many coins on get a golds.
For the newbies, tell us which cards you're talking about.
So you can put your golds, your low golds, into the superstar set. I believe you get a 76 to 78 superstar. So you put 3. The numbers could be wrong. Anyways, you put a certain amount of low golds into the superstar set to get a 76 to 78 superstar. You take the 76 to 78 superstar and put it in to get an 81 MUT, or
the fresh 50.
So Platt and I were talking about this the other day because I had 35 or something of them, Platt, and I made I either Bush or Calico and sold them right away. 600 something thousand coins. And Platt made the point of saying, "Man, you really gambled on that." I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Well, this you could get a really good card like a Ryan Shazier middle linebacker who's probably going to have 92, 93 speed." So the thought process, and this is why we're bringing it up, is are the cards from week 1 going to be used in week 2? You would think they would, but why are they labeling them in certain ways week 1, and why are they labeling them fresh cards? So my thought process is, and I've given this a lot of thought, probably too much damn thought. We're in the last week of September right now. We're getting 91 MUT cards. We've had 8 so far. We get another 3 this week. And how many more weeks of that program do we get?
At least, until we get to 50. I mean, that's the easy answer.
So we have weeks and weeks and weeks.
Yeah, weeks. This is going to be an all-year thing.
A month from now, or even possibly 3 weeks from now, is a 91 going to be good on your team? So I think, I'm just guessing. I don't like to give advice on MUT stuff on this program because I don't feel like I have enough knowledge for people to manage their coins or their items in their binder. But I will give my opinion on what I'm going to do, and that is simply this. I think there's a certain amount of time that the cards that are out right now are going to be useful, and then at some point, they're done. I sold Calico today. I did not blink twice about it. Calico's value is only going to go down from here. All we need is a Moss. We need an Owens. We need a et cetera, et cetera. We need a big name receiver to come out. He will drop a little bit. So I think that if you want to invest in the 50, be cautious. Don't think I'm going to wait for the card I need on my team to come out 5-6 weeks from now. If you have those cards, and I hope Platt disagrees with this because I want to hear his insight and his opinion. If I have those cards, I am getting rid of them as fast as I physically can. Get them the fuck out of my binder. I don't want anything to do with them. I want to make money now while I can. I know I can make 600K on 32 of them. The motherfuckers are gone. Get them out of my item binder. The flip side of that is like a day like tomorrow, people are going to pick up Shazier. I don't know a whole lot of Steeler fans, but there's a lot of Steeler theme teams out there. He's going to sell a few. If we get, God forbid, if we get another big name in there, those cards are going to be super valuable. They're going to skyrocket. I was buying them earlier for 17, 18, 19,000. If we get one good name on top of Shazier tomorrow, those cards are going to be like 22, 23, 24,000. So hopefully the cards from last week do transition into week 2 for the 50, but I would almost guarantee you they are not going to work for the next overall that comes out, whenever that may be. Shit, that might be 2-3 weeks from now. That's just my thought on it.
I think it'll be 5 weeks from now. I think we're going to get 7 full weeks of 91s. And then at that point, we may go to 92s. Now, what I think is going to happen is if we do have some sort of a changeover where these 81s that we have now don't go into the sets, my opinion is that's when it happens. If it happens, it's not going to, in my opinion, I don't think tomorrow we will not be able to use the cards that we already have.
So the 81s maybe for the 91 cards, and then if they come out after a few sets of these, they come out with a higher level card. Maybe it'll be like 83 fresh cards for a 92.
Absolutely. And they'll have new sets to get those new cards. But for these cards that are 91s, I believe that we'll always be able to use these 81s. So what I was saying to Swain was save those 81s. Don't make Calico just to sell him this week or whenever he did it yesterday. What I would have done if I have a ton of those 81s is save them for one of two reasons. And to me, it's a win-win situation. If you can use those 81s, then use it for somebody you want. If you don't want Calico, then you don't really need the coins. You know what I mean? Like, don't make him just to sell him, because odds are over the next 5 weeks, there's going to come a card that you really want. And guess what? Everybody else is going to want that card. And you're not going to have any of those 81s to put in that set at that point. So save the cards until a card comes out that you really want. And then you have him. Day one, hour one, minute one, you have that card. The other option two is if what Swain is saying happens, tomorrow a new set comes out that does not require any of the 81s that have already come out. I believe those 81s are going to shoot up in price because the new packs won't have those old 81s in them. They're going to have probably the new 81s only in them. So if I were Swain, I would have saved those 81s for one of those two outcomes. Either I'm saving them and they're no longer usable, then their price is going to go up, and then I'll just sell them for 22, 25K a piece. Because then, so here's what's going to happen. If we do get new sets tomorrow, well, they've gave us 12 of those 81s. That's not enough to make a set. So people like me who don't have 32 of those, I'm going to have to go out and buy those. I know that now. Right now, what I'm banking on is they're going to give me enough of those tokens through the solos that I'll either get really close or they'll give me enough where, maybe I'll only have to spend 50K on these things to finish my set. So that's kind of my thought process. I think we're still going to be able to use those 81s in the sets for the next 5 weeks. That's what I think is going to happen. But
I'm really paying close attention to the word fresh that they throw out there. Now, if it says 81, then I just pull it. But if I see anything that says fresh, like, I'm really paying attention to it, because I genuinely feel like I said, like we've already talked about, my theory is a few weeks, I'm going to guess 3 or 4 weeks from now, we're going to get 92. When we get those 92s, like, you're going to need a fresh player for it. I don't know when that break is going to be.
So here's why I think that won't happen. Because if you look at the objectives where we have to get 56 stars, I believe is what we have to get. Once we get to 56 cards, it says you have your choice of weeks 1 through 7 stacked players. That's what it says. So it's lumping weeks 1 through 7 all together in the same kind of bucket.
Gotcha.
Those are all kind of in the same range. So I'm saying weeks 1 through 7 will probably be 91s. And then at that point, we would have gone through, hopefully MUT Heroes will have gone through Most Feared. And then naturally we'll be getting higher overalls. So at that point, to keep up with the market, they're going to flip the switch. And instead of 91s, it'll be 92s. But then we'll have a part 2 of that program where we'll be getting new objectives, new stars, maybe they'll release 8 more after we've gone through the first 7 weeks. Then it'll be like a refresh where we get 8 92s dropped at the same time. That's kind of where I think they're going with this. But we'll find out, 10:35 in the morning, if we can put these cards in sets or not.
Oh, yeah.
I pray we can.
Gotcha. When are the Legend solos expiring?
Saturday morning at 7 a.m. East Coast.
So you got
West Coast.
3 more
Get them
days.
done by tomorrow night.
And power up pass reminder, Swain.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick on somebody. I'm gonna pick on Wes. Did you find out where you put your power up pass?
I haven't looked yet because I can't see the game. I know where it's at. I just need to write it
But
down.
you see
Sure.
you see the importance of it
That's how it
now. You
starts.
see the importance of it
That's how
now.
it
It was a
starts.
big one too. It was a big one.
Yeah, I was trying to think of today. I was trying to look at old. I found a few. I didn't find that many. This is from September. I'm sorry. This is from November 4th of 2018. So 2 years ago. And I had the blues. You know, you get the plus ones. My best card was a 96 Ronnie Lott, but I had Taylor. I had Von Miller Heroes card to a 94. I had Eric Berry as a safety. Jalen Ramsey Diamond was a 95. JJ Watt 94. Sue Poe 94. I had Aaron Donald. He had that most feared card. I'll show it on stream for those of you who want nostalgia. That card was just godly.
So good.
Xavier Rhodes Diamond. Some more, just so damn good. But the reason I looked at this was you take the blues away. I mean, these guys lose one, maybe two. We were at 92s, 93s. That was in November. So, that being said, most feared.
We'll be there.
Yeah, we'll be there. I think most feared, when it does drop, I think, like I said, a week from Friday, maybe 2 weeks from Friday. We're probably going to get, a Night Train Lane and Aaron Donald, somebody like that who's like what do we think? A tops 92? Maybe a 93? I could see a Night Train Lane and a 93 overall.
For most feared?
Yes. For like a
I say
master.
the master will be a 94.
94? So
Yeah,
we're getting
at
to that
least
point.
93. Yeah. Because what was Ray Lewis last year? He was at least a 93, wasn't he?
I think he was a 93.
I want to say he was I want to say 94, but either way, I mean, we're kicking into high gear, guys. We're going to get a lot of 91 soon if we get the, MUT Heroes program. We're going to get a bunch of either 90 or 91s with that. So we're kicking into high gear. I love it.
Are we supposed to get any house rules anytime soon?
Typically, house rules is usually based around programs. So I thought it was cool that we got 2 house rules, one each week back to back, but we also had the program at the time. So if we get a Heroes, we could get one next week. We'll probably almost definitely get one for most feared.
Gotcha.
Well,
I need that.
So last year we got 5 93s for most feared and 6 92s, 191, bunch of 90s. But we had Ray Lewis, Le'Veon Bell, Peyton Manning, Dante Hall, Calais Campbell.
A lot of those were LTDs.
limited.
A lot of those
Some
LTDs.
of those were limited.
We had Cam Newton, Denzel Ward. We had.
I think all of them were limited except for the Ray Lewis.
Yeah.
And then you had the Earl Thomas, Tyler Lockett's. Remember the bat rerolls we were doing? It was great.
That was so
Put
good.
him into Ray Lewis, flip Ray Lewis, start again.
Bruce Swain flying all over the screen.
We got some fun stuff coming.
Good
All
times.
right, well, I want to move on to the weekly team updates if you guys don't have anything else. Actually,
Ready?
Yeah. All right, so Platt, your goals last week were to get to Madden MUT level 60 and have 2.5 million in the bank and to use, I think you said to use your top 2 power-up passes.
Okay, so here's what happened.
Probably on a, okay.
So something happened between last week and this week that I was not expecting. We had the biggest market crash in the history of MUT. So I was not about to sit on that 2.5 million. All of it's gone. It's gone. I'm down to about 600K, but my team is absolutely stacked. So got to level 60, used my 89-90 pass on Jamal Adams. So best safety in the game. He's great for a man scheme. Used my 87-88 on Tyreek Hill. I don't think there's a lot of great options right now for the 87-88. I think the market crash kind of killed it, and a bunch of good wide receivers came out that made Tyreek Hill just kind of good, but not great. But I did use both my power up passes. I did get to level 60. and I do not have 2.5 million in the bank because I spent about 2 million of it.
Makes sense to me. All right, Swain.
89 overall offense and defense, by the way. So looking pretty good.
You just want to do the goals? Oh, you're an 89 overall. Okay. Across the board, 89s?
Yes, sir.
Swain, your goal was to have 6 million in the bank. You wanted to be a 90 overall and have 17 weekend league wins.
I got 17 weekend league wins. GG's to me. I fucking fought, scratched, clawed. I need 12 wins for legend this week. In other words, I'm sitting pretty. I have about 5 million coins right now. I do have a decent amount of investments, nothing wild.
I know at one point I saw you had the 6, so.
Yeah, I actually had 8. As Platt said, there was a little bit of a crash going on. I invested in some training. I did a lot of upgrades, but for the life of me, I can't think of one fucking upgrade. Oh, god damn. I did Vic, Dion. I have Dion's limited, by the way. Yeah, Vic, Dion.
Well, not Calico.
I had Calico.
You had Calico. Jimmy Graham.
Jimmy Graham was expensive. Got him. I did. I got a left guard. I got rid of David Deal, and I picked up Crazy Fuck from Buffalo and Oakland, Incognito, and then I picked up the right tackle Lane Johnson. I won't spend too much time talking about I'm gonna roster bait here, but it was a really good week for upgrades that I needed. But
so the only player that you didn't get is your favorite player, Reggie Bush.
Fuck Reggie Bush. He didn't play for the Cowboys or the Bears. No, it was a fun week. It was a fun week of Madden. I spent a lot of coins. I can't wait to rip Get a Gold after this. I'm going to pull a Mari Cooper out of Get a Gold. You watch. But yeah, I mean, it's the Weekend League. For those of you who are in Discord or PSN chat, the times I do go in there, sorry, apologies. Like, I get locked in and I'm going to win. And if I don't win, I'm going to blame any and every fucking thing around me for why I can't win in Madden. He's either cheating, he's running the same play, he's scum kicking me, or the game's cheating me. There's no other option. Obviously, I should beat every guy I play, even though I'm nowhere near pro level. But yeah, Weekend League was.
I just want to let chat know too. A couple weeks ago, I said I'd watch that. I got the opportunity to, and I muted his ass.
It's not pretty.
All right,
Weekend League will bring out the worst in anyone.
He was so mad.
Well, I get angry, and it's frustrating to get done. I mean, seeing these guys that play Weekend League on stream, and they're just like, "Hey, what's up? I'm playing Weekend League. Yeah, it's cool. It's fun." Like, oh, how the fuck you do this shit? How do you do it? I get so competitive. I like consistency. I like when I throw a ball and it's in the air, I go, fuck me, it's a touchdown. And there were so many moments. I'm still learning the game. There's so many moments where it's like, really? I had one game. I will highlight one game and then we'll get off this because this is negative. I had one game the other night. Shit, that might have been last night. I'm bitching up a storm in Discord. It was 2 nights ago. I'm bitching up a storm. I'm dropping picks. That's a pick. That's a pick. That's a pick. He dropped it. Oh, it's definitely a pick. He dropped it. That is literally how this was going the whole game. And this guy that I'm playing against never drops a fucking pass. All my passes are right on the money. We get done with the game. He had 0 deflections. He had 1 on offense. I don't know how the fuck you do that on offense. I had 8 deflections. That shit will make anybody lose their mind. And it's always on third. It's always on 3rd and 17 or 4th and 10, where your guy deflects the ball.
I just think you need to get good.
I mean, I'm going to like those legend rewards. And this is the funny thing. You don't know this, Wes. These legend rewards, if they're good, I'll be back to Weekend League. If I get shit on again, no more Weekend League for this guy. I'll take a month off. I might play 1 week, but I will purposely not qualify just so I don't have to play. Hopefully the rewards are insanely good. Side note about MUT Draft. I reached out to Kralo about when we're getting a refresh. He's got the team looking into it. But I did bring this up last week. I did make elite in MUT draft. That wasn't part of my goals. Kudos to me. Holy hell, that was a grind. That was probably I would rather play 40 games of weekend league than get elite on MUT draft. That's how hard that was. But yeah, this week's goals I knocked them out of the park. Aside from spending too many coins.
Speaking of weekend league, let's move on to the goals for next week, and I've got a surprise for y'all when we get to me. Platt.
Oh, goals for next week. Let's see. Let's go with 10 weekend league wins for me. It'll be the first time
Ooh.
playing weekend league.
You
I
did
feel
say
like my
until
team-
October.
Well, I didn't expect this crash. I mean, this crash allowed me to get Vick and Dion and LT and all these great players, and I feel like my team is very competitive right now. So I feel like I can get there. So I'm gonna roll up my sleeves and give it a shot. 10 wins in weekend league. Don't have any overall goals. I feel like it's going to be really tough to move from 89 to 90 right now, especially with my coin stack. But yeah, the only goal I have is 10 weekend leagues this weekend.
All right, Swing.
My goal is 12 weekend league games. Because I'm gonna have a good old time this week. I have a saying that Garrity stole from somebody. I'm stealing it from Garrity. He used to say this. Garrity is very responsible when we were children. I'm not. Still am not. His theory was quite simply, pay now, play later. So I say, hey, do you want to do this? No, pay now, play later. Fuck. So that being said, I need 12 wins on weekend league to get my legend rewards. I don't care how I do for the weekly. I've done all the work I need to do. I've bitched and moaned and cried and complained and nagged and drove people nuts listening to me. I now get to relax and get 12 wins.
So you're gonna get that 12 wins and bouncing.
Yeah, I mean, depending on where I'm at. If I'm 12-3, yeah, I'll probably keep playing. If I'm 12-8, I'm out. Laters, have fun. I might even fucking quit just to give people free wins. Sub to Swain_games on Twitch.
There you go.
Like
Shout out to you too. I actually saw you doing that this weekend.
Oh yeah, for sure. Coins, I'm at 5. I'm gonna say coins 4 million. Because I'm getting Pooper on the team. Amari Pooper needs to join the team. Yeah, I needed a receiver, S-Plat. I got one. I got rid of him a week later. I sold Calico for over 600K after tax. It was pretty damn close to it. I think I sold one for 460, the other one for 160. So 620 tax, 62,000. Yeah, 5 something. I'm gonna get, if I can get Cooper for 800K, I'll buy him. I'll get his LTD. It's gonna cost me 50,000 coins to have his LTD. Overall, I think last week was 90. I'm gonna say 91, maybe. Put 90.75. So I'm gonna be really close to a 91. Those are my goals.
Gotcha. All right. Listen, chat. Platt's over here stealing my thunder. You guys wanted me to play weekend league. Let's go play weekend league. So that being said, never played weekend league in my life. I am. You think 7? I was going to say 5 because there's no way I'll play all the games. Okay. So I'm going to go for 7 weekend league wins. Right now, I've only played 7 like full head-to-head season games. I'm 4-3. So we'll see what happens. I don't think I'm going to hit 7, but we will report that back last week. Also, yeah, so the 3 million in the bank for the coins last week didn't work. So I'm undershooting my goals this week. So 750K in the bank, 750K, and I'm at 87 overall now. So 88 defense, 86 offense. I'd like to get that offense up to 87 as well, but I don't think I'm going to hit 88 next week. But so couple of kind of low goals there, but I will.
Wait, so what happened to the coins?
I mean, like there was stuff to buy with.
What did you buy? What did you upgrade?
Stuff to upgrade.
Don't
stuff
say packs.
And make more upgrade. No.
Don't say packs.
No, I've been kind of steady upgrading players and then putting a lot of cards in sets. and I made a bunch of diamonds. I made like tonight. I made like I think I did like 4 team diamonds tonight, and I made Mike Allstott. Like the money is there. It's just I don't have like a buffer. I don't have a buffer, so it kind of comes and goes. I never had anywhere close to 3 million. Don't get me wrong, but I quickly found out that wasn't going to happen anyway. Anyhow, I did, however, pull the full 91 Brian Dawkins today on the little, was it $1.50? The one pack they give you for $1.50.
Yes,
it could be like an 81 through a 91, and I got the 91. About shit my pants.
It could be either an 81 or a 91. That's it.
Oh shit. Okay.
That's all there is.
I'll take it.
It's 50-50. Either get it or you don't, right?
He has now replaced, and I didn't think this would happen, but he has replaced Steve Atwater on my team. Atwater's now a backup because he's a Bronco.
So I'm going to interrupt you there.
You say no?
I
You
would,
like that?
I personally, without even looking at your team, I would keep Atwater and sell Dawkins because he's not going to be that much better. I would sell Dawkins.
He's not that much better.
Sell him.
He's not.
Sell him.
How much can you sell him for? Like 500K?
No.
Oh, is he?
Power up is probably power up though. Power up's probably 100.
He doesn't have the power up though.
Oh, he just pulled the card. That's right. I would still sell him. I would sell him in a heartbeat. He's probably high 3s, low 4s.
Yeah, like I was told that he was the best free safety in the game, but at the same time, when I stacked him up to my Atwater, he was not better. Like there was one stat that was even, and everything else Atwater was like one better in.
Don't forget the golden rule, though. The worst thing you can do on MUT is get the new card. You do not want to get the card that everybody else wants. You don't. Somebody like you specifically, you never want the card that's best at their position. You want second, third, fourth best because you don't spend money. Right. It did. Sell them. Sell them and buy 3 other positions that are second and third best. It's going to improve your team overall. If the amount of money I spend, I personally don't think I could qualify as a God squad. Some people say like, oh, absolutely, I have a God squad. I don't think I do. I have so many players that I could upgrade, so many positions I could. I would say half my squad is like top tier. Half. Your team, you have one spot that's God tier. Get rid of them. There's no need for that. If you're playing weekend league and like trying to compete with the best in the world, like yeah, absolutely, you're gonna need that. You don't need him. Get rid of him. Sell him.
Yeah, he's not any better than Atwater, and Atwater's half his cost, I'd say.
Yeah. All right. So both of you guys say sell him. Sell tonight or wait till tomorrow?
Yeah, just sell him. Let's go ahead and sell him tonight.
All right, will do.
So what's the official number for weekend league wins? 7?
I guess 7. I'll take the bait and go 7.
What happens if you don't get it?
7?
Because I think you're gonna find it. I think you're gonna find it oddly addictive. I think you're gonna go around 500. I think you're gonna go about 5 and 5, and you're gonna get that win. Whether it's the 5th win or the 6th win, you're gonna be like, man, getting this down. This is kind of fun.
Oh, it's gonna make me mad though. I don't like it when I get like jumping up and down in my seat and like.
Here's the thing though.
I get done the game. I'm like, all right,
playing
motherfucker,
all
let's
25
go again.
If you're not playing all 25 and you get into a game where you're just completely outmatched against a God squad who's running cheese plays, just quit. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You're not playing all 25 games.
That is the absolute, not to pick on Kooky, that is the absolute hardest thing for most people to do in weekend league. I mean, head to heads too, but weekend league especially. If you feel like, don't do it in the first quarter unless you're down 14-0. You get into that second quarter and you're like, you know what? My defense isn't working. My offense isn't working. You gotta quit the game. You have to leave.
3 scores down to quit.
I've had numerous games this year.
Waste your time.
Yeah, I've had numerous games this year where I'm down 14, and I've also had games I was down 7-0 in games, and I go, I'm fucking out. I can tell. Played enough games to know my opponent is better than I am. I do not want to sit here for 3.5 more quarters to find out how bad I am against this guy specifically. You could play a kid who's never won 10 games in weekend league, and he could beat you. If the scheme matches up, the team matches up in this weird way, learn to know when to quit. That's something I still struggle with. Anyway. Yeah.
Well, I'll be looking for those angry weekend league streams because I'm putting it up there. So We'll see how that goes. If I'm a poor host, I guess y'all gonna have to get over it. All right, so that's it for the goals. We got anything before Platt rolls out his platinum players?
I don't think so. Yeah, write your we already talked about that.
Oh wait, somebody wanted to know what happens if I get the 7 wins or if I don't get the
No,
7
yeah.
wins.
What happens if you don't get 7 wins? What are you gonna do?
Why do I gotta do something? What is Swain gonna do if he doesn't get his 14 or whatever he always wants?
Well, I'll get
Swain's
12.
gonna get his
17.
12.
I'll get
He'll
12.
get 12 in his sleep. He would
No,
never.
I'm
not
saying
get 12.
like
I can never not get 12. I can never not get 12.
You gotta wager me. What do I have to eat a fucking pepper or something on the podcast?
What could you do? What could you do? Look out for that on our Twitter. We're gonna come up with something.
Let's torture
exciting.
Westman because he's never played weekend league before.
We're gonna think about something exciting that each of us could do if we don't meet our weekend goal.
Look at Rafe's
Keep an eye
comment.
out on our Twitter. We'll tweet out what we come up with.
Oh, I shouldn't have read chat. Look at Rafe's comment.
Fluffy bunny.
Fluffy bunny with peeps.
I've done the fluffy bunny before on stream. That was funny. Almost gagged on it. Anyway. All right, so
Ready for the platinum players?
yeah, I think so.
All right, so I got 2 platinum players this week, and they are both flashbacks. The flashbacks are great because with how low training is, they have that flashback pack in the store for 3,800 training. If you're getting your training at about 25 per, it equals out to just under 100K that you're paying for these cards. If you buy them off the auction house, they're going to be about the same price. So either way you go, you're going to spend about 100K on these cards. Marcus Mariota, this is going to be a bold statement. I think he's probably the 3rd best quarterback in the game, maybe the 2nd best quarterback in the game. I think Vick is clearly number 1. I think Lamar Jackson is not right there at number 2. He's down here at number 2. But I think Marcus Mariota is right there. 89 speed, 89 throw power for 100K. That's a damn good card. So that's my first platinum player. The other platinum player that I have is also a flashback, Marcus Peters. We got 2 really good cards in flashbacks this week. You're looking at a zone corner. He's not going to fit in a man scheme. But if you think about it, if you don't want to use him at corner, put him at safety. We don't have a ton of great safeties this year. We've got our Atwaters, we've got Brian Dawkins, we've got Jamal Adams, we've got Tyrann Mathieu. That's about it. This guy for 100K, which is going to be cheaper than any of those other cards I just named, you're going to get a high zone and high speed. He's 90 speed, 89 zone, could easily be chemmed up to 90 zone. Put him in that purple zone as a safety. Just let him go to work. 100K, that'll be a starting safety on a budget team for a while. So just got 2 this week. Those are my 2: Marcus Mariota, Marcus Peters, flashbacks.
Awesome, guys. You heard it here first. All right. Well, I think that's going to do it for us tonight. You guys got any parting words?
I just have a quick one. To those of you, we notice the people that come out here every week. We love it. The people listening to us on podcast, if you have comments, questions, like let us know. I've had a few people come into Twitch chat and they found me on podcasts. I think that's like the coolest thing ever. Especially if you're new to MUT, but even if you're not, if you have questions, ask us. Even if it's private DMs, if you're embarrassed, you want to talk about it, like we're here to help. That's what we enjoy doing. The last thing I have, and then I'll shut up. If I had this thought that we would do something on YouTube or any other platform where people challenge us, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna let Platt and Wes do their final, and I'm gonna save that for the very end.
Well, let's see. Am I able to? If I share screen, that's not gonna work though. It'll fuck up the thing. I wanted to play. We got a voicemail from a listener, and I wanted to play that, but maybe we'll work that out. We'll plan that out better next week. And you guys, if you go on Anchor.fm, where you can find they're our podcast host for the audio version, you can go there and you can leave a voicemail, and we'll play that shit on stream if you're not acting like a fool. So shout out to Casio for that voicemail that he left. And we'll
Love you,
get that played.
Casio. Appreciate the
It's
kind
very,
words,
very
my man.
kind of you, Cash.
Really
So
appreciate
I,
you.
I will say what I was going to tell you guys. Like, I had this idea that we need to do more videos during the week, and it doesn't have to be the three of us. Like, I can do a video, or Wes can do a video, or Platt, et cetera, et cetera. But I'm personally struggling with the idea because I don't want to. We're not going to be like this official YouTube thing, right? Like, but I think it'd be really fun to do. Maybe like for instance, Platt, if a player comes out midweek that you think is really, really good, people should jump on. You do literally like a 40-second video on it. Or Wes, you're really good at like finding things in the game. Like for instance, you could do like that PC glitch was awesome. Something like that you could put on there. Like, hey, just so you guys know, I'm trying out this new thing. I found a really good couple of adjustments on plays that I run. I could do that. So that being said, if you guys can do us a favor, me personally, if you can go on our YouTube from this video whenever it should be released tomorrow, Wes. Excuse me, that I would love for you guys to give us ideas, suggestions of what you'd like to see in a video, right? And we're not going to be doing no goddamn 10-minute and 40-second video. Like, these are going to be quick clips, get you through the week. Like, I'm on a quick break at work. I don't want to sit here and fast forward to the good shit. Literally, like, here's a 40-second video of Platinum talking about the Platinum Players of the Week, or here's a minute video of Swain showing how to break down a play that he was running on Weekend League that worked for him. Something like that. If you guys don't mind, we'd appreciate that. Outside of that, the ones who do show up, we see it. I see it on the replays. I appreciate you guys, man, because this is really fun for us. We enjoy this. It's not a lot of work for us, but it's definitely, it's a scheduled thing. We love doing this for you guys. Appreciate it.
Yep, it's a lot of fun. All right, guys. You can find the show at the link in the chat, !MUTXP. That's going to take you to our link tree. The link tree /MUTXP is going to have the Facebook, the YouTube, the live channel on Swing Games Twitch channel, the Twitter, fucking Instagram, which I haven't gotten going yet. Audio versions on Spotify, Google, and iTunes. So anything that you want from us is going to be on that link tree. So find us there on all the things. Swain, you want to tell people where they can find you during the week?
Everything's at Swain_games.
And Mr. Platt, you want to tell the lovely people where they can find you?
Yeah, so there's a couple places you can find me. Platinum Woods, Twitter, Instagram, OnlyFans, all that fun stuff. But another place you can find me this weekend, making a road trip with Jimmy Jim this weekend. We're going down to Arrowhead Stadium, watching the Pats Chiefs game, because fuck the Chiefs, hate them. Pats are going to take them down, upset. We're all in on Cam this week, baby. We got it. Me and Jimmy Jim, going to smell like a couple of hot dudes in the car, but we'll send you guys nice pics on the way.
I want a hot tub pic.
Yeah, there's just one bed where we're going, okay?
Oh, God.
One bed and one hot tub.
All right. Well, I hate the Chiefs, but I got to say I'm rooting for them. So, all right. I think that's going to do it for us, guys. We will see you all later. Have a good night. We're out.